Our Cabinet Secretary, Professor Jacob Kaimenyi, the Principal Secretary, Department of Education, Dr. Belio Kipsang, the Principal Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Professor Colette Suda, Madam Sabina Chege, the Chair, Parliamentary Committee, Education and Research, Karagua Magoshi, Acting Education Secretary, Council members present, CEOs of various sagas who are present, the Directors of Ministry of Education present, Teacher Service Commission, Chief Executive represented by Manakavisi, and County Directors plus TSC County Directors of Education who are present, representatives from various unions, parents associations, my colleagues from the Kenya National Examination Council, the media fraternity covering this function, all protocols observed. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Cabinet Secretary, sir, before I make one or two comments, let me recognize some of the members in the high table who have not been introduced, and I will do so by just asking them to wave. We have the Directors of Education. I think we have Munyapembe. Can you wave? We have Lea Rotich, Director of Basic Education, Kenara, Director, Masese, Director. The next one is Ekyugu, TSC, and then we have a Director in charge of training, vocational training. Maybe to make it a little bit faster, can we have all the ministry education officials, senior officials, just to stand and wave to the... So that is the top brass of the Ministry of Education. I also want to request the CEOs from various sagas just to stand so that we can see them. We have seen Eva Joka here from NATCO. Director KCPE, thank you very much. We also have the members of the Kenya National Examination Council senior team, that is the one which has been assisting in ensuring that we process examinations. If you can stand, Deputy Secretaries, you can wave. Last but not least, I have the council members, other than the chairman who will be speaking. If you can stand and wave. That is the team that manages the council, Cabinet Secretary. Thank you very much. I want to take this opportunity to once again welcome the chief guest for this function, as well as all the other guests to this important function of release of Kenya National Examination Council results. This is the 29th time that Kenya National Examination Council has offered and released KCPE results since the inception of this examination under the 844 system in 1985. To date, which is 29 years after, we have examined 15,306,809 years after, we have examined 15,306,823 KCPE candidates who have gone and joined various areas, and out of this, we have examined 8,094,000 approximately boys, as well as 7,212,798 girls or female since inception of KCPE. We are therefore happy that the 29th graduates of KCPE will be receiving their result from the Minister or the Cabinet Secretary a little bit later. This year's examination was taken in 2.5 days, and the candidature will be announced by the Cabinet Secretary, and this includes some candidates from Southern Sudan. I'm happy that the representative of Southern Sudan, who normally registers these candidates, is around. This was done in 9 papers, and I'm happy to report the results are ready for release, and this will be done by the Cabinet Secretary a little bit later. It is fair that I mention, although I know this is going to be said by the Cabinet Secretary, that to manage these examinations, we have engaged very many contracted professionals, starting from test developers, supervisors, invigilators, drivers, security personnel, examiners, as well as the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology senior staff, TSC, district education officers, examination education officers, and particularly my colleagues in the Kenya National Examination Council to manage this mammoth examination, whose candidature is leading to almost heading towards 1 million. I want to take this opportunity to really thank, on behalf of the Secretariat, all those who assisted us to manage these examinations. And they have been very consistent in informing the country how the examinations were running, and we appreciate what they did. At this moment, one of the people who has worked with us for many years and is retiring today, and I was told she was around, I thought I need to mention Beatrice Ado. She has been a PD, a county director, and she's here. If you can stand, this is her last day, and she's retiring honorably. So thank you very much for offering council services since you are young. Now you are retiring. We wish you well. Cabinet Secretary, allow me to make a comment or two on marking of examinations. I want to say that marking of KCPE was done very well, and we want to appreciate the examiners who did so, despite a few challenges in the beginning. Indeed, we had a slight increase in the number of examiners who turned up, and they did manage to finish this examination on record time. I also want to take this opportunity to say the KCSE examination marking also went on smoothly, and we also had a little bit more examiners than 2012. We had 11,533 examiners who came to mark, compared to 10,498 in 2012. And for the first time, we were able to finish marking before Christmas. The first paper was finished, that is Chemist Paper 2, on 18th of December, while the last paper, which was CRE Paper 2, was finished on 24th by noon, and they were able to return the papers. And immediately after release of KCPE, we shall start the processing of KCSE. And I therefore want to thank the examiners who turned up and managed this marking for their patriotic duty which they did. Thank you very much. In terms of candidates analysis, we have analyzed KCPE candidates since they joined Standard 1. And we want to note that, and this is particularly for the parents, that the cohort that joined Standard 1 was close to 1.2 million, and that means some of them might have either repeated or left. And this is an important thing, that parents need to sustain their children in school, because this is free primary education and no child should actually drop out of school. Cabinet Secretary, the Kenya National Examination Council, which is in your speech, needs to indicate that for the first time we are going to issue KCPE results. We also issue resource slips, and the Cabinet Secretary will be mentioning the use of these resource slips. But we have also given the details of how this is going to be assessed, and it is in my speech, which will be circulated, so that, because the details need to be looked at very carefully by the head teachers so that they can be able to print them. We have also this year decided to introduce at the council some merit awards for performance of KCPE, the top performers of KCPE and KCSE, where we recognize those who are the best performers in 2012, and we shall do so for KCSE. And we have picked the top girl and the top boy. We have also picked the top public school, that is in 2012. We have picked the top private school in 2012. And we have also recognized the most improved public school and the most improved private school. We have invited them to this function so that they can also, we can also see them, because last year when the results were released, we just announced them and we were not able to see these top performers in person. So at this juncture, Cabinet Secretary, I want to request that these people move forward so that we can give them a token of appreciation for having done very well last year. And the ones who will be announced by the Cabinet Secretary later for 2013, the same will happen to them when the results will be released for KCPE 2014 next year. I want to ask Kinoti Joy Kathure, that was the top female last year, and she came from Fred's Academy, Meru, and she obtained a mark of 430, and the current school, she is in Pangani High School. Certificate is going to be received by the head teacher because she had traveled with the family outside the country. And I want to request the Cabinet Secretary, if you don't mind, you can give this card for us, Cabinet Secretary. This is a new thing. We have never done it before, but we thought it's necessary for us to recognize. This is Mr. Obiero. We have given this guy a certificate. You have to keep it up.
Thank you.
Maura Boniface Kiongo. Yes. Maura, that was the top boy, and they.
This is a moment of celebration. Sima sisi hapa. So please clap for them, eh? Asante sana.
We had two boys who shared the same position with that girl, and the boys are here. Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to come here? Maura Boniface Kiongo from Utakiti. And Washira Jomo now is in Alliance High School. Both boys are in Alliance High School.
Where is Jomo?
Shira Jomo? I'll go up in Jomo. Oh, there he is. And if that one comes, we want to see the principal or the headmaster, Kathingiri Boarding, which was the top school.
Congratulations. Asante sana. Nisema muwe mnapiga makofi jameni. Asante sana. Mungu awabariki ninyi.
Thank you very much. Now the top public school last year, the principal is Kathingiri. This is Kathingiri Boarding Primary in Imendi South. A mean score was 395.
Congratulations Kathingiri. Well done. Well done, Mwalimu.
Mr. Mushemi.
Asante sana. God bless.
Then we have private school, New Light Academy, Komarok, principal. Yeah, ako wapi? All right, Komarok, that one. Oh, he's here. That is Ikson Jeru.
Yeah, Komarok. You know where Komarok is, eh? But Kofi Akiro, asante sana. Congrats. Asante Dugu. Thank you very much.
We have all recognized the most improved public school. Most improved public school. That is 2012, not this year. You will hear for this year. And that is Mwambula DEB from Bugoma. The principal is here. Violet from Bugoma. She hasn't come. Okay. The county director.
In abstention, asa kupiwa makofi pia. Asante sana. Very good.
And then the private school that improved. Private school that improved most last year was Highway Education Complex, private, Nairobi. The principal is Dimas Ireri Mate. Is he here? Mate?
Highway Education Complex. I think you're not that complex, eh? Asante. Apiga makofi, asante.
Thank you very much, Cabinet Secretary. Huh? The CD, where is the CD for? Bugoma, oh, okay. You can take for them.
Makofi for the CD from Bugoma. Asante sana. All the best.
Thank you, sir.